Right, hello and welcome to the first episode of what is going to be the Banterbury United series. This is just a setup for obviously because it's going to be the introduction. There won't be any games in this episode. It's just going to be the introduction, explaining the squad and the actual club as well in itself. Hope Hopefully, it won't take too long, but I'm going to go through it as smoothly as possible, and this bit will crash. But it'll crash about there, I reckon. Uh, I feel like some sort of god right now, but hopefully it won't take too long. So it won't take too long. I'm just going to pause it and I'm just going to cut this bit out. I've just got that sorted now. I'm just gonna. Alright, I'm just gonna edit this bit. Right, anyway, back to this. I'm just gonna create my managerial profile. I've obviously got most of it already set up. That's the youngest I can actually make myself actually 86 because I think when I set up the chairman for the club, I made him 10 years older than myself. And obviously, I'm just gonna leave that automatic because then I won't get tempted away to sign for other teams. I'll leave that, there's no point. Then I'm going to go, and then it is in England, Skrill South. Anyway, Banterbury United. I've sort of taken that off a bit of Southampton's home kit with the red and white there. That's what that's designed on, and then just a green and white sort of Celtic shirt. Really, green and white, green and yellow. The budgies, semi-professional. I will not listen to offers. That got a bit high. I didn't want it to be that high, but I set that up to help the user, and that's just sort of they're very good for obviously Skrill South. Banterbury Park is the name. It's based in Great Yarmouth. Stadium's quite big, but I've got 800 seats. 400 people to stand an Apple game. What's the capacity for 400 people to stand up a game? I have not yet saved this. This is the boring part. I've got to make sure it's saved. I'll just cut this bit out as well. Well, I've got that sorted now. Oh my god, I've emailed myself. This is tense. I'm about to have a meeting with myself. I didn't think this through. To be fair, I should have thought this through. But yeah, obviously I love the attacking football stars, so I basically set it how I would be as a real chairman. I probably made myself a bit too good, but I wanted the club to be in good hands. So when the manager, I was a complete beginner, doesn't know what he's doing with the finance or anything like that, I've got this set up so he is actually my chairman is actually really good at dealing with that sort of thing. And also, if finances do get really bad, there's actually I've set up a affiliation with Norwich, and part of that affiliation means that they will help us out financially, basically. So it'll be a lot easier, and basically don't ignore that because I've actually put a transfer embargo on the club. So the first thing really when you start this career mode, so I'm going to do it now quickly, you just move it all into your wage budget because that will help you negotiate new contracts. You don't get a lot for it, obviously. Yeah, but yeah, I'll just put it all into that for now. Somehow got rid of all of it there. Get back to the meeting. Right, be playing attacking football. If you're happy to be judged on that, which I really much like playing attacking football, so yeah, that is going to be one. It's tradition to a press conference. Yes, I think I'll meet the two journalists who are going to turn up. I'm going to hand. Okay. This is the assistant manager, which is Danny Potter. He is, pardon me, the only member of staff apart from obviously me as the chairman, that are real people. The others are all people that the game have given me. I've lost it now. I should never do this. Right, okay, it doesn't look like we're going to have a meeting. We're having a meeting another day. It doesn't really matter because I'm going to play with the friendlies anyway. These are the rivals. I didn't mean to set them up as a rival. But obviously I have accidentally. The Leeds, everyone hates Leeds. No one likes Leeds unless you're a Leeds fan. Then I'm sorry. Ipswich, I've created them. Obviously as a Norwich fan. Norwich are the affiliated club. If not, I would have set them as rivals as well. But I don't really want to have a rivalry with an affiliated club. And Swindon. I was thinking of a fifth rival, and I thought, you know what, don't really like Swindon. So yeah, Swindon are our new rivals. Obviously, Lowestoft are very close to Banterbury United. Great Yarmouth 3 is even closer because I'm set in Banterbury Park in my back garden. So obviously we're about a couple of 100 yards away from Wellesley, where Great Yarmouth actually play, and they're in level 10, so we'll never get to play them. So yeah, you wouldn't. No, wait. Where's the recreational ground? 3,600. Matt, didn't realise it was that big. I've been there a couple of times, but never mind. Whole team meeting. Personally, oh, well, that was fun. Okay then, just had to sort of click one button. And all of a sudden, everybody's happy. I'm now gonna sort my tactics out, and then I'm gonna decline that invitation to the squad because I'm not gonna sign anyone. That was pointless, by the way. That is terrible. I played that one game and ended up losing like 6 now. Never download tactics. Just doesn't work. Right, I always use that one, which is my YouTube one I had for my I don't know what save I had it for, but I'm not gonna open it up like this. Ah, perfect. This is the pointless one tactic. Right, I'm just gonna set it up. I always play very attacking football. You hassle opponents, you exploit the flanks, you go route 1, you pass in space, you look for the overlap. Clear ball to the flanks, use the offside trap, use tight marking. And I think that's it. I don't use any of these, I don't bother. Unless I use that one sometimes, but not all the time. Right, that's this one. Oh, I used it for the wrong one. Damn. This should take too long. Clear ball to the flanks. I love the wing play and the obviously because you can quite clearly see. Another thing I've got to do before I start going through the players is I'm gonna quickly move them all into the senior squad because I think I've only got a squad of about 27 players maybe. Yeah, I think only about 20. I think I've got about 27 players. That'd be my guess. I think. God, this is taking forever. I'm not very patient. You probably know if you've watched the FM14 series, which I will be continuing soon. I'll probably do a day of sort of filming and uploading for this one, and then a day of that one, and sort of like that, to keep it mixed up, or to keep it a bit regular. And no, I'm just going to ignore that. But no Norwich players. Right then, so continue that. I've got a friendly against Culture 721, which I will not be playing in this episode, obviously. But I'm going to have a look. I don't know why I've got them. I've got a massive squad. Is that okay? Has that worked? Yeah, this is a late addition that I put into the squad. Right, I'm going to start. I'm not going to. I'm going to start with youngest to oldest. I feel that's a good way to go. I'm a bit annoyed that I've got these people in here though. Right, anyway, I'm going to start off with Nathan Brown, who's I'm saying now, I did not type these stats in. I thought I did, but I definitely didn't put them that high. Because I only put, for every person, I put 5 over, obviously 5 over 10, which were the 5 strengths that I asked for when creating the squad. And all the others were just randomly typed, sort of tab, number, and not even looking at what I was typing. Then I edited him out and put a 1 in front of the specialist ones. So he's obviously 2.5 million, he's on Fiverr a week. And he's the England under-19's captain. As it would appear, with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh. Pretty sure he was one of the people I made. Ooh, crap. Is he not in here? Oh, never mind. It's a completely different one. And by some coincidence, they've got the exact same name. It's fine though, but yeah, I thought I made him, isn't it? Never mind. Right, Scott Young. Obviously, his stats were penalty taking, passing, finishing, strength, and teamwork. I think ones he took. It was ones he opted to take. So we got his stats on here. So at the minute he's League 1 standard, but 5-star. That's League 1. I reckon he could be a good Premier League winger in the future. Let's have a look at Nathan's quickly. Yeah, it's the same sort of thing. But at the minute, leading player for most Championship sides. I'm not going to try and say his name because I couldn't even spell it. Hence, that was the version 2 was correct in the name. I spelled his name completely wrong and he didn't even notice. But he chose obviously long shots, determination, technique, pace and acceleration. I put these up on everyone. Those 1, 2, 3 reasonably high on most of them because I wanted people to have a good chance of being able to get them to do training and things like that. Need a drink. Oh. Alright, Sam Gawley. Determination's obviously high. First touch, free kick taking, heading, pace and strength. I think he's a striker. Yeah, he's going to be a very powerful striker with strength like that. Stamina's also quite high. Move on to Angus McLeod. He was one of the new people I put in. I think on no, this was version 2. Was the addition of him. I just deleted version 1 and then made the spelling change error, and then changed it around. But he's only worth 20k. Also got high. I don't know why there's that high. I never would have put it that high. I think some are just changed automatically, which I was kind of expecting. It's obviously the first sort of change I made. Other than the Matt Letitia file that is also on the FM Nutters group, obviously under files. Also that's him. Could be a leading Premier League central defender. All in good time. Right, Harry Walker, also 14. I made him 14 because it was the actual age. Someone said about changing it, making him a couple of years older, but no. 1 reason, 2 reasons. 1, he's got more time to develop. 3 reasons. 2, he's only on a £5 a week. And 3, you might as well just have a 14-year-old. There's no point changing it. And I was getting a bit tired considering I started this last night at about 7 o'clock. And it took me to about 9 o'clock today to get all the finishes done. So I got distracted on the way. I was listening to old 90s music, the Steps, listening to oh, that's not even important. I was listening to a bit of Britney Spears, but Girls Loud. Why the hell not? I should have looked at him, didn't I? Cameron Preston is the one I'm mistaken for, isn't it? A leading Premier League central defender. Obviously, there's stats. You want to look quickly because I'm going to start to run out of time. But I wanted to allow for this video. Harry Walker. No, it's the wrong one again. Alright, this is Cameron Preston. He's obviously got dribbling, finishing. And for a centre back, that's quite weird. But I did put it on there anyway. I don't know why he asked for finishing. Oh no, never mind. That is my fault. Because he asked to be a striker and I had too many strikers. So I actually made him into a defender. So that is my fault. But now, he's going to be the best player possible to cut for corners. We've got Michael Sharp, who's also on the Nathan Brown, and yeah, And now the first other person that was on the FM Nutters thing, he scored 33 goals. So I've tried to create him as closely as possible to what I had in the FM Nutters um, episodes on the series even. Yeah, so he's also got a good potential. He was wanted by Everton. Nathan McCarthy. I'm pretty sure he was on the other one as well, but I'm not 100%. I was quite lucky how they all turned up there with strength. These ones. I don't remember putting any of these up that high. But yeah, obviously he's going to have leading Premier League defender. Yeah. Paul Roberts, he was another late addition after I'd already done it. He was too lazy to put the things in to start with. And I never set his stats that high. So some things have gone wrong, but I'm just going to leave it. Hopefully, I knew the first season was going to be easy anyway. Second season should probably be... This season's going to be very easy. Next season's going to be easy. Then it should start to get more difficult. I imagine at League 1 is when it will start getting quite difficult. But obviously, if you develop your players right, it will be easy. It all really depends on how you develop your players. If you don't develop your players well, you're going to do well for years to come. Because obviously, leading Premier League defender, develop him properly, play him regularly, rotate him. He'll do well. Ryan Payne, here's another one. He asked to be a striker as well, but because of my FM Nutters save, I felt the fact that I had to put him. He wanted to be a striker, so I put him competent. But I felt like he had to be a backup or a left back and a right back because that's what he was in the other one. So I've created him as a Leighton Baines like character with the penalty taking, the free kicks, and sort of stamina and all these. These shouldn't be that high either. I'd never made them that high, which is quite weird how they've turned out this high. Nicholas Burnett, I'm saying his name right now. I've got used to it. Who's obviously the creator of the FM Nutters team, and his stats are awfully high, considering I only actually put 5 of them over 10, which raises the question, what has gone wrong? But he's definitely going to be probably one of the best players in the world, trained properly. Felix Moss, he's obviously also got leading Premier League midfielder, but it's only potential. You have to obviously look after him, train him to that high. Oh, that's the wrong one again. Yeah. Alright, yeah, you can see that. League 1 in a minute. But the stats like that for now. These are the sort of stats I was typing in. That's a bit high, that's a bit high. But yeah, that's the sort of thing I was typing in to give you sort of a bit of a challenge, but obviously it's not going to turn into a challenge unless you're terrible with tactics. There you go, looks a bit more realistic. Never typed in 20, never typed in 20 there. But yeah, it's obviously another leading Premier League left back. Joe Harrison also on the other side. A good Premier League winger. Oh, that's quite annoying me. Keep pressing the wrong button. So obviously I'm only going on there. I need to just go on there again. No, that's not how I get back. Maybe that is the best way to get back. And then obviously you can see the stats there. Got Gareth Beanie. Still only 16 and he's one of the oldest members of the squad. So you can see the stats there. He's on a youth contract. Good Premier Division right back. So hopefully he'll be raised up well by anyone who takes over. The oldest player is 20. That definitely says so. Although of course I couldn't get the accent on his name. I did try, but first team didn't really have much clue. He is already in the Portugal under 21 squad, which is good. A couple of internationals already. No full internationals, but yeah. We got Harry Gladell, I think his name is Harvey Gladell. I had a bit of problem with him to start with. I ended up making him twice because I wrote everyone's name down on a pad of paper and I accidentally copied his name as Harry. So when I made it as Harvey, I couldn't find him to put him in the team, which took about half an hour extra than I wanted to take. But he's got some good stats, especially at this level. We've got Taylor Nelson. I've actually played on an online career with him. I think I won the match. I'm not sure whether he won it or either he won or I won. I don't know. I think he beat me 2-0 in the first game. He's got sort of pretty average stats, pretty all-round stats. George Light, who was the last bit of people, I don't know if I've got any of this right, but I've made him pretty lanky. I don't know if his names or any age is right. All I knew was his name, and he wanted to be a goalkeeper. So I'd put him in. He could be a good championship goalkeeper. Daniel Colker, who was my physio in the last game in my FM Nutters save. He's obviously poor natural fitness considering he used to be a physio, but never mind. Liam Rossiter, he's got pretty good stats, this sort of attacking range. So yeah, I think he's a bit poor for centre defensive midfielder. But Lewis Hopwood, he was also on the other one. Has a few good stats. This is the sort of stat I wanted to create, sort of 4 or 5 good stats. And just like the other one, he's on £4,000 a week, good God. Ashley O'Connor, he's also a right back and a goalkeeper. Yeah. So yeah, we need to. I think he's going to be the main goalkeeper over this season. Yeah, these are his goalkeeping stats. Pretty well rounded, I guess. Ryan Higginson, pretty good sort of stats, the crossing, the passing, the dribbling, sort of the typical midfield stats. And last but not least, Adam Hartman. He's probably what have I done? He's probably the best striker I've got in the team. You could sort of lead to that. He's a leading championship striker, but normally you get leading championship strikers like, for example, Danny Ings, Jordan Rhodes. Probably the 2 worst examples I could have picked there. Who's a striker of the champion? Anyway, I think of someone in a minute. He's sort of the striker that's yeah, I think he'll be okay in the Premier League if I ever get there, if I have the patience to try and get there. And that is Banterbury United. Haven't selected my captain yet. Nathan Brown's been given the award of key player. The strip, obviously based on Southampton's home kit this season, and that's based on Celtic's kit. You've got to move. If you do start this career, please move your transfer budget over, because there's no point in having it. It's just sitting there wasting, because you do have a transfer embargo. I've put an appeal date, so if the board choose to appeal it, it could go through, as long as that's before 2019. If you get successive promotions to the Premier League, the season you get into the Premier League, it will be lifted for you, just to help you stay in the Premier League, in case you couldn't hold on to all the players. But as you could probably see, I have opened this up, and all the youth players are on 2-year contracts, and then you get all the other people who are on 10-year contracts for you. So yeah, hopefully they should stay. The youth players hopefully should sign 10-year contracts, or 8-year contracts at the time, when they turn professional, but I'm not 100% sure on that, because obviously I haven't seen them 2 years ahead or something like that. But obviously, yeah, the most valuable players. That's not quite right, is it? Where's Nathan Brown? Oh, so I'm not scrolled to the top. I felt a bit stupid, but never mind. That's going to be it. That's the squad. That is the team. I think that just going to check. That's everything. Mention affiliate clubs. Yeah, I'm just going to show you this. What? Okay, I've definitely done that wrong. It turns out that I've actually made Norwich our feeder club. Yeah, definitely made a humongous mistake there. But so I recommend, if you do a career with this, sort of cancel that as quickly as possible, because you don't want to be paying them £100,000 a year just to be sending our loan players to a Premier Division side from the Skrill South. that's quite tragic. I'm gonna see if I can cancel that now. Never mind. Can't find the fund. Never mind. That's gonna be it for this video. It's got 25 minutes long. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you want to see the rest of this series, because it all will be up on this channel. So thank you for watching.